In this Teesom video, we're going to talk to you about setting up the newly launched customer portal. I'm excited to get you going with your customer portal and showing you some of the new features that we've added along with the customer portal. All right, let's get started. We're going to head to the main menu. We'll click on settings, click on company setup, and then stay on the setup tab and scroll all the way to the bottom to the customer portal. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is complete the customer portal custom link. So in order for us to generate a link for you, you're going to type in here your company name. And please make sure you don't put any spaces, or if you do want a space, make sure you're using an underscore for that. So that would be something along the lines of this. Once you've typed this in, it's now going to generate your customer portal address. Now, I can only record this video in what's kind of like our back end because this hasn't launched yet. So your actual customer portal address is going to be cp for customer portal .teesom.com / your company name will get inserted there. So that's what you're going to be giving to your customers. Okay, the next option is obviously turning on the customer portal. So absolutely, by default, I think it comes to you off. So just click the drop down and switch it over to on. And then the next option is if you would like your customers to actually invite other employees into the customer portal. So one of the questions I had, and I just want to share this little tidbit of information, if my customer invites someone that is not currently a contact in my Teesom, it will actually generate them as a contact when the customer invites that person. So that's a pretty cool feature that it will automatically create the contact. So switch that to on if you do want your customers to be able to invite other employees. Okay, the next one is, well, the next two, I should say, have to do with the emails that we would send to the customer. So here we have the customer invite email, and then we've got the password reset email. And as always, we've pre-set up something for you, but you can certainly put additional information into your template and just kind of make it feel like it's coming from you. So again, here's the password reset. And again, these are given to you completely done. You can just use them right off the bat, but certainly take a minute to look to see if you want to customize those in any way. All right, there is a new feature in Teesom, and I think a lot of folks are going to get excited about this new feature. I'm going to give you a screenshot of it right here. And you can see that we now have on the job board an option that shows how many of the jobs are done and be able to show a little badge that says, look, 1 of 2 jobs are complete, so on and so forth. So what this feature in the customer portal setup is, do we want to let our users see that information? So if you do want them to see the number of jobs complete badge, well then let's turn that on. Okay, the next option is allowing your customers to rate their jobs. And seriously, you can do with this information whatever you would like. But if I have a rating system of 1 to 5 and the customer gives me a 5, then I may want to reach out to them and say, hey, can you do a testimonial for us? If they give me a 1, I probably am going to reach out to them and say, let me hear you out. Tell me what went wrong with this and let me see if I can make this better. So again, do with this information what you will, but if you do want your orders to be rated, go ahead and switch that to on. All right, the next option is our invoice lists and being able to show the work order stage. So just to remind you what your work order stages are, I'm going to put an image up here and you can see that these are all the stage badges. And if you would like your customer to see this next to the list of their orders in their customer portal, well then absolutely turn this feature on so that they can see exactly what the status of their order is. If you're not really using these work order stages in Teesom, then definitely do not turn those on because it just may confuse the customer. All right, on the next option, very similar to the one before, this is now pertaining to quotes. And if I turn on the quote stage, this is where they're going to see, again, just to remind you of what the quote stages are. And this is an example of what's in my Teesom program, but I'm letting them know like if I put the quote on hold, or if I'm waiting for quantities from them, or so knowing that you have this feature now, you may want to add options to your quote stages just to kind of be able to quickly show the customer in their portal, hey, we're waiting on something from you, or we're waiting on information from your design team or from your marketing team, or anything along those lines. Okay, these last two items go hand in hand together. So if I turn this on, then this verbiage that I have in this box here will get displayed. And I'm just gonna jump over to the portal real quick and show you where that gets displayed. So here, I'm actually in the portal, and this is a job that's complete, and I'm letting the customer know that I want you to submit the balance according to the agreed upon terms. So this verbiage can be turned on or turned off. You can also edit this verbiage. So let's come back over here. So if I want that verbiage to show, I need to turn this option to on. And then I've done a little customizing in here for you guys. So if you just want to change the text, please just highlight this and type whatever you want inside there. If you want to change the color, you would just select that to change the color, and anything else here should pretty much stay the same. So you can change the color here of the font, and then you can change the verbiage here. Now that we've covered everything in the customer portal setup, I'm going to move over to payments and refunds, because there is a new feature that I think everyone's going to be super excited about in the payments and refunds area. Obviously the templates have been in there, so we're going to skip over them, but this option right here is new to Teesom, and I want to explain what happens here with this new feature. So right now the feature is turned on, which means it's going to act as it normally acts. So if you have Gravity integration going, or if you have Square payment integration going, if you have this feature on, when the customer goes to click on the pay balance button, or when he goes to convert a quote to an invoice, it knows that we want to collect a payment through the payment integration. However, now if I turn this feature off, what I have the ability to do is display this verbiage here, and I've done a little extra formatting of the HTML here to show you that it is possible to do certain things, but this can just be straight text here. You can just say F name, which would, when the customer views it, will insert his name, and then you could say something like please call us to make a payment, or something like that. It's going to be instructions on how you want to tell the customer to pay you. So I'm going to give you a little quick preview of this that I've set up. So I've turned the feature off, so the pay balance button won't engage Gravity or Square. And again, you have the option to, even though I'm setting the default as off here, I have the option that on certain orders I can turn it on, and certain orders I turn it off. So by no means is this a permanent on off, permanent thing. You can switch it per order. Okay, so just to show you what's going to happen now, let me jump over to this customer's portal, and here's an order that has an open balance on it. So when they click on the pay button, rather than it bringing up the screen to insert their credit card information and things like that, it's now going to read payment instructions, and then it's going to insert their name there, and then it's going to give the instruction to either call us or to use our PayPal link. And this is actually pretty cool because I was able to use some HTML code. I made this an active link so that when they click on the PayPal link there, it actually goes to your PayPal. So for example, and they can make a payment to you. So pretty cool stuff that we've been able to do here. And obviously the next button is grayed out because that's only if you're taking an integrated payment. Super cool stuff. All right, I hope you enjoyed this preview of the customer portal, and this was everything to do about the setup. We will have more videos talking to you about how the portal actually works and things like that. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the alert button if you want to be informed when new videos come out. Thanks so much for watching as always, and we'll talk to you soon.